Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Something unbelievable is happening in the United States right now. During Ramadan, thousands of Americans are walking into mosques, and some of them are leaving with a decision that is shocking the entire country. Are we witnessing a historic moment for Islam in America? Something unusual is happening across the United States, and many people are only starting to notice it now. As the sun sets during Ramadan, thousands of people are walking toward mosques in cities across the country. From the crowded streets of New York City to the massive communities of Los Angeles to the busy neighborhoods of Chicago, mosques are filling up faster than many expected. But something about this year feels different. Among the worshippers entering these mosques, many are not Muslims. They are Americans from different backgrounds. Some are students, some are workers, some are simply curious. They come quietly observing the atmosphere of Ramadan for the first time. Inside the mosque, the lights glow softly. Rows of people stand together for the night prayer known as Taraweeh. The recitation of the Quran echoes through the halls. For many visitors, the moment feels powerful, emotional, even overwhelming. But what happens after the prayer is what truly surprises everyone. One by one, some visitors step forward. Their voices tremble, their hearts race, and in front of the congregation they pronounce the declaration that changes their lives forever, the Shahada. In that moment, another American becomes Muslim. For many people watching this phenomenon unfold, the question is unavoidable. Why are so many Americans suddenly discovering Islam during Ramadan? And what is really happening inside these mosques that is capturing the attention of the entire country? We uncover the story behind the movement that is surprising America. As the nights of Ramadan continue, something remarkable is happening across the United States. Mosques that normally host hundreds of people are suddenly welcoming thousands. In New York City, worshippers line up outside the mosque long before the prayer begins. In Chicago, parking lots are completely full and people are praying in hallways and courtyards. Meanwhile, in Houston, volunteers rush to prepare more space as the crowds keep growing. The nightly prayer known as Taraweeh has turned into one of the largest gatherings of the year. Rows of people stand shoulder to shoulder, young and old, families and students, people from dozens of cultures and nationalities. But if you look closely, you will notice something surprising. Among the worshippers are many faces that seem unfamiliar. They watch quietly. They follow the movements carefully. Some even hold small notes or translations in their hands. These are Americans who have never prayed in a mosque before. Some came with Muslim friends. Others saw videos online about the beauty of Ramadan and wanted to witness it themselves. What they discover inside often surprises them. After the prayer, the mosque transforms into a place of warmth and conversation. People share meals together during iftar. Strangers become friends within minutes. And for some visitors, this experience sparks a question they never expected to ask themselves. Could Islam be the path they were searching for all along? What happens next inside these mosques will shock even more people across the country, because in many of these gatherings, something life-changing is about to happen. The prayer has just ended. Inside the mosque, the atmosphere is calm and peaceful after the long night of Ramadan worship. People begin greeting each other. Some prepare for the late-night meal. Others sit quietly reflecting on the spiritual moment they just experienced. But suddenly an announcement is made. The imam asks everyone to remain seated for a moment. A young man slowly walks to the front of the mosque. His hands are shaking slightly. For many people in the room, this moment is already familiar because they know exactly what is about to happen. The imam gently asks him a simple question. "Are you ready?" The young man nods. The entire mosque becomes silent. Then, guided by the imam, he begins to repeat the words of the Shahada. "I bear witness that there is no God but Allah." His voice trembles with emotion, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of God. For a brief moment, there is complete silence. Then suddenly the mosque erupts with joy. People stand up, they smile, they cry. They embrace him like family. Strangers shake his hand, others hug him warmly and welcome him into the community. In that moment, another American has just embraced Islam. And during Ramadan, moments like this are happening again and again across cities like New York City, Houston, and Los Angeles. But the biggest question remains, what is driving so many Americans to explore Islam right now? To understand this phenomenon, we must look at a powerful force that is spreading these stories across the world, the internet, and what is happening there might surprise you even more. To understand why so many Americans are suddenly curious about Islam, we need to look at one powerful force, the internet. Over the past few years, millions of people in the United States have been watching Ramadan unfold online. On platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, videos about Ramadan are spreading faster than ever before. Short clips showing Muslims waking up before dawn for sahur, scenes of families gathering for iftar, beautiful recitations of the Quran echoing inside mosques. For many Americans who had never seen these moments before, The experience is eye-opening. Instead of the stereotypes they often hear about in the news, they see something very different. They see discipline, they see charity, they see a powerful sense of community. Some videos show entire mosques filled with people praying together. Others capture emotional moments when someone publicly declares their faith by reciting the Shahada. These clips receive millions of views, and with every view, curiosity grows. Comments begin to appear from people across the country. What does Islam actually teach? Why do Muslims fast for a whole month? Can anyone visit a mosque? For many Americans, the internet becomes the first step in a journey they never expected to take. But watching videos online is only the beginning, because for those who become truly curious, the next step is far more powerful. They decide to experience Ramadan for themselves, and that decision often leads them straight to the doors of a mosque where something even more surprising is waiting. Behind every new Muslim in America, there is a story, a journey, a moment that changed everything. During Ramadan, these stories are becoming more visible than ever. In Houston, a young woman attended an iftar dinner for the first time after being invited by a coworker. She expected a simple meal, but what she experienced was something completely different. Dozens of people from different cultures sat together at one table. They shared food, they laughed, they welcomed her like family. She later said that moment made her realize something powerful about Islam, the sense of unity, the sense of purpose. Meanwhile, in Chicago, a university student had been watching Ramadan videos online for weeks. Curious, he finally decided to visit a mosque. He observed the prayer known as Tarawih, the quiet recitation of the Quran, the calm atmosphere, the discipline of fasting. All of it left a deep impression on him. Weeks later, he made a decision that surprised even his closest friends. He chose to embrace Islam. And stories like these are becoming more common across America. Different people, different backgrounds. They were searching for something deeper, and during Ramadan they felt they finally found it. But these personal journeys are only part of a much larger story. Because Islam in America is not just growing through individual conversions, it is also becoming one of the fastest growing faith communities in the country. And the numbers behind that growth may surprise you. What is happening during Ramadan is not just a temporary moment. Many experts say it reflects a much larger trend. Over the past 2 decades, the Muslim population in the United States has been steadily increasing. According to research from the Pew Research Center, Islam is among the fastest growing religions in the country. Today, millions of Muslims live across the United States, from the vibrant neighborhoods of New York City to the diverse communities of Los Angeles and the expanding suburbs of Houston. Mosques are becoming more active. Islamic centers are expanding their programs, and during Ramadan, the sense of community becomes stronger than ever. Volunteers organize large iftar dinners for hundreds of people. Charity drives collect food and donations for families in need. Neighbors from different religions are often invited to join these gatherings. For many Americans visiting a mosque for the first time, the experience challenges what they thought they knew about Islam. Instead of isolation, they see community. Instead of conflict, they see generosity. And that discovery is changing perceptions across the country. But as Islam grows more visible in America, it also attracts attention from another powerful force: politics and national debate. Because in today's America, religion, culture, and politics often collide, and the conversation about Islam is no exception. As Islam becomes more visible across the United States, the conversation around it is also growing louder. In cities like New York City, Chicago, and Houston, mosques are not only places of worship, they are becoming part of a broader national discussion about religion, identity, and diversity. Some Americans see this growth as a reflection of what the country has always been: a nation built by people from many different backgrounds and beliefs. Others view it with concern, asking questions about how faith and culture are evolving in modern American society. These debates often appear in television programs, newspapers, and social media. And every time a video goes viral showing a new Muslim embracing Islam during Ramadan, the discussion grows even bigger. Supporters say these moments highlight the beauty of religious freedom. Critics say the changes happening in America deserve closer attention. But one thing is clear: more Americans are talking about Islam today than at almost any other time in recent history. And for many people watching these events unfold, curiosity continues to grow. Because behind all the headlines, debates, and online discussions, something deeply personal is happening inside mosques across the country. People are searching for meaning. People are asking questions about faith. And sometimes those questions lead them to a decision that changes their lives forever. As the final nights of Ramadan approach, mosques across the United States prepare for some of the most spiritual moments of the year. The nights grow quieter, the prayers grow longer, and for many people stepping into a mosque for the first time, the experience becomes unforgettable. In cities like New York City, Los Angeles, and Houston, the scenes repeat themselves again and again. Rows of worshipers standing together in prayer, communities sharing meals after sunset, and sometimes a moment of silence before a life-changing decision. A visitor steps forward. The congregation watches quietly. Then the words are spoken, the Shahada. In that moment, another American begins a new chapter of life. For the Muslim community, these moments are deeply meaningful. For observers across the country, they are often surprising. But whether people view it with curiosity, excitement, or debate, one reality is becoming increasingly clear. Islam is becoming a more visible part of the American story. And for many Americans, the journey towards understanding Islam has only just begun, because what started as curiosity during Ramadan is turning into conversations, friendships, and sometimes even faith. The question now is no longer whether people are paying attention. The real question is this: what will the future of Islam in America look like? And could the events of this Ramadan be only the